Hey everyone, and thanks for visiting sincerelyshakti.com. This is my baby project. I have been growing this blog for some time now, and I am so joy-filled to have so many people coming in and messaging me from it. That's pretty amazing. My name is Shakti. I am the founder of Wellness Mama Shakti, which is my professional page. You can find my like page. I think there's a link in the blog to my Facebook like page, or you can email me at wellness.mama.shakti@gmail.com. So, yeah, that's how you get a hold of me. Today's blog is a little bit more personal about my fitness journey. I will be sharing a bit about that. And I'm starting my fourth program this week. It's the third day of 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I am sore everywhere. I unfortunately had delayed muscle soreness on my lower half and then on schedule muscle soreness for today for my upper half. So I'm sore everywhere, which is pretty intense. I have already completed PiYo, I completed 21 Day Fix twice, and I completed Hammer and Chisel. And today, on the third day of Fix Extreme, I feel crazy sore, which is amazing. But I'm really at a point in my fitness journey where I'm no longer really looking to lose weight or do anything like that. I don't want to get bikini ready, like bikini contest ready or anything like that. I started working out because I was 4 months postpartum and having a very hard postpartum period. I had a very great pregnancy and a very great delivery, but unfortunately, my postpartum period was very heavy with a lot of anxiety and depression, and about 15 to 20 pounds. I gained 29 in total, 30 pounds with my pregnancy, but even through breastfeeding and nursing, I didn't really lose a lot of the weight. I was still about 15 to 20 pounds over 4 months out, and from my starting weight. And I felt very uncomfortable in my body. I was very weak in my core, whereas I had always been a very strong person in general. I was a massage therapist and a massage therapist for many years and a yoga instructor, and I had a pretty good physique. I was very happy with my level of strength, and I lost all of that through the pregnancy. So getting back to me became a priority, which is why I started any of these home workout programs and eventually decided to become a coach and help other people start on their workout program journey. And the primary reason why I chose to work out from home actually was because I had so much anxiety I couldn't leave my house. So I was sort of physically chained to my location as a result of being too anxious to leave and too anxious to have anybody watch my son other than me. So I started home workout programs because it's the only thing I could do. I didn't really have a way out, and I didn't really want to work out from home, but I realized that I honestly didn't have a choice. So I did what I had to do. I started my programs, and here I am 4 programs later and 7 months into being a coach, and I've lost 35 pounds, so I'm way below my before I got pregnant weight. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life, and I literally went from the worst shape to the best shape in 6 months of my life. And to me, that's miraculous, nearly. And my commitment was very minimal. It was 30 to 40 minutes a day, depending on the program that I was doing, a superfood drink, and some very simple meal portioning that gets included in some of these programs, and my results are astounding. So my work now involves getting other people get started doing that and figuring out what works for them and starting programs that are fun and interesting and don't involve a huge time commitment but do give excellent results. So that's my work now, and it's really fulfilling to see people discover what works for them and to feel empowered about getting their health and fitness under control, whereas maybe in the past they felt very disempowered or overwhelmed by the thought of doing that. So that's that's the part of my story of how I started as a coach. But really my story with health and fitness goes way back, and that's being someone who was born with a medical condition that was considered severe enough to prevent me from having natural childbirth, as I was told when I was very young, and also having a thyroid condition that would prevent me from producing normal thyroid levels and affect me long term with mood and fertility or whatever. And then also being diagnosed with PCOS, so having polycystic ovaries and being told that that was yet another factor in my weight gain and my maybe infertility, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Being someone who was diagnosed with all of those things, and one of them being from birth, it's so easy to get caught up in this story that I will never have or be what I want to be. And I could have easily made a ton of excuses for myself about why I couldn't get started on a fitness program, or why I was just always going to be overweight, or why I was going to have a C-section instead of have the natural birth that I wanted to have because I was afraid that something would happen. And I think it's so common for us to become afraid of our conditions or of our diagnosis, and we get terrified of exploring anything outside of that. And, we trust doctors blindly, so we just do whatever they say, and we don't take the time to research outside of that, or get to know our own bodies and how our own bodies respond to certain things. And just a disclaimer, this is not to say that you shouldn't listen to your doctor. Obviously, they're educated and they do their job for a reason. But my point is that as people who live in your body, you have such a greater awareness of how your body works and what your body thrives in and doesn't thrive in because of experience, because of being inside of your body for an extended period of time. So it's not to discount what they're telling you, but what they're telling you is not specific to you. It's a statistical thing that they learned in school, and from a number of test subjects, this is the way that it went, and that's all they can tell you because that's all the information they've been taught. So I'll give you the example of my congenital heart condition that I was born with. Statistically, people born with my condition, I couldn't even find any medical journals talking about someone born with my condition having a vaginal delivery, unmedicated, unassisted. I couldn't even find one medical journal written about that. And every journal was like, well, it's so risky, and because of the condition, and because of the pressure, and because of the pushing. And so that's kind of, my mom was kind of telling me the same thing the whole time, like, you should really be careful. But my heart was really set on having the kind of delivery I had dreamed of. And so I just made sure I trained for it. I exercised my entire pregnancy. I did breathing exercises my entire pregnancy. I had a doula. I had a midwife. And the whole time it was, if something needs to happen outside of my original plan, then of course that's what's going to happen. But I want to give this my 110% and be ready for the kind of vision I have for myself. And here I am, almost 11 months later, healthy delivery, fast, wicked fast, healthy baby boy, and I'm doing great. And on top of that, I am now really heavily involved in fitness and have a super active lifestyle, and it's all good. And that's such an important message for anyone out there who is struggling with a diagnosis and afraid of their diagnosis. Don't be afraid of your diagnosis. That's not who you are. It's a part of your story. And if you feel called to do more, be more, push the levels of your comfort, and strive for greater levels of health and vitality, then do that, because you're being called to do that for a reason. I feel that it's really, really important to, of course, be responsible with your health and be on top of it and take care of it the way that it needs to be taken care of, but not to let a diagnosis determine who you are as a person and to limit your experience in this world. I think it's really tempting to do that and to kind of pull back from the things you want to participate in because you're afraid of what could happen. And I think there's a very fine line between being cautious and responsible and being fearful and living a life that's overrun by your fear. So if there's one encouraging word that I can offer from someone who lives with a congenital condition and with a couple of other ones that she monitors on a daily basis, is that to take care of you the way that your body needs, whether it's certain medication or a certain restriction in physical activity, but to not let that become an excuse for you for not pushing out of side of your comfort zone, or for not exploring new ways of being active or of taking care of your body, exploring different avenues, different foods, different holistic methods, different. Don't let your diagnosis be the excuse why you're not doing something. Go out there and do it. Go out there and push your comfort levels and explore new things and test yourself, right? And enjoy being alive and in your body. And I can pretty much guarantee you will surprise yourself at how much more you can do than you thought you could do originally, and how satisfying of a feeling that is when you realize that you've got this, that you understand your body and that you've got this relationship with your body instead of being afraid of your body, right? So that's the message I want to leave you with today, is to not be afraid of your body. Don't be afraid of your diagnosis. Don't be afraid of your health. Take control of your health and tell yourself that you will figure it out and that you are going to put yourself in a healthier and a better position daily, instead of just kind of hanging back and allowing the fear of the diagnosis or fear of your body run the show. All right, thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Shakti. I am the founder of Wellness Mama Shakti, and you can find me at here, sincerelyshakti.com, or at my like page, Wellness Mama Shakti, on Facebook. Thanks so much.